I'm Jasper. I'm here with Pierce RV in Kalispell, Montana. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about this 2006 Country Coach Inspired 360. This is the Davinci floor plan with 3 slides. This is a 40-foot diesel pusher. So we look here, we have a one-piece front cap on this Country Coach. Okay, you can't see it behind here, but this is all steel construction, which is going to give you a safer ride. We know some coaches still use aluminum and wood framing up front. This is all steel for your safety. Okay. Also, you can't see it very well, but there is a 3M film across here that's going to protect the front of this coach from rocks and other debris on the highway. You'll also look up here and you'll see this one-piece windshield, which is a wraparound windshield. It's going to give you a better view of the highway, but more importantly, the things you can't see is this is an automotive style windshield, okay, mounted just like your Mercedes would be. Okay, and then these mirrors are a bus style mirror, okay, give you the best view of the road. Automotive front headlights, okay, so automotive style, sealed beam, very reliable, just like in your automobile. We come to the entry of this coach. First of all, you can see this is a very wide entry door, okay, it's a really good fit. We see a very wide stairway here. Okay, and something else that you'll notice, these steps are 10.5-inch steps, which is going to give you plenty of room for your feet when you're coming in and out. These are rubber stairs, so you're not going to get any slip. Plenty of room for your big feet if you're like me. Okay, over here we have a lighted handle for entry. Okay, just speaks to the quality of this coach altogether. Up top we have a separate awning just for the entry door. Okay, an amber light that's going to keep the bugs away. Another light out here so you're well lit in the evenings. You can't tell this by looking here, but this is a very sturdy, very good fitting screen door. Okay, probably more sturdy than the one at home. We have the 22-inch aluminum rims with a nice tall tire. It's going to give you a great ride with that independent suspension from New Way. Okay, so that's going to make it a safer ride, more rubber on the road as you're going down the highway, keep you and your family safe. So, when we're talking about the awnings, we talked about the awning over the door. You can see there's awnings all along here. We have the slide topper awnings, which are going to protect your slides so you're not going to get stuff in there when you're out closing it down. Also, this is the Eclipse by Carefree awning. Okay, these can be run from inside or outside the coach. Very high quality awning. You see the metal sheath along the top. That's going to protect your awning so you don't have to replace it as often. Also, when this thing comes out, you see up top there's a wind sensor. Okay, if you get too big of a breeze, these are going to put themselves away, which is going to save you in costly repairs for wind damage. We've all experienced that in the past. Now we take a look over here. Lots and lots of storage underneath. Okay. That's something that folks are always looking for, is plenty of storage. Obviously, we're lighted under here. Okay, and this pull-out bin, first of all, you can see the safety feature there. It won't come out, but you don't have to push it hard to get it to come out. You can put hundreds of pounds of stuff on this, and it'll go in and out easily, so you don't have to kill your back to try and get stuff that's deep in your storage. It's all taken care of, and it goes in so easy. Here there's a great seal on these to keep everything safe inside here. You're not going to get dirt inside your storage area. Plus, this is a slam latch system. It's a one-hand operation. Some of the gas coaches and other motorhomes out there, you have to have 2 hands to open both latches. You don't have to do that on these. They very easily close. Over here in this one, just real quickly, we do have a water filtration system in here. Okay, that's the cover that goes over it, and we do have another one of these trays that slides out. Of course, it's lighted as well. Okay, now we look at the slide. Something you don't see on this slide that you see in others, you don't see the 2-inch flange that's going to cover anything up. This is a flush slide. When this goes in, it is flush with the body, and with these decals, you can hardly tell it's there. The reason one thing you will not notice on these slide outs is you won't see this plastic flange going around here. These are a flush mount. They go in here tight. Okay, and your graphics will match up so well with the paint job on here that you won't even hardly be able to tell that they're is a slide here. The reason they're able to do that is because of that very rigid Dynamax chassis that we'll talk about later. Come around the back of the coach here, notice here this is a vent for a dryer, so it does have a washer and dryer inside the coach. Something that I always think is cool when I look at this, it just speaks to the fit and finish. You can see where the exhaust pipe comes out of here. If you were to go around with a ruler, you would see less than a 1/4 inch difference on any side. This is centered perfectly in that cut. This is a hand-built coach. You can see that throughout when you take a good look at things. Okay, we got the one-piece fiberglass rear cap. Again, automotive tail lights. Okay, again, that Dynamax chassis. We're going to talk more about that here. But first we have our C9 Cat. This is a 400 horsepower diesel. This is before the DEF days, so you don't have to have the DEF tank. Also, this has 1,100 pounds, give or take, foot-pounds of torque. Okay, and here you're going to have 10,000 pound tow rate. Okay, when we go in here, just something to look at. This whole chassis throughout, this is 1/4 inch steel plating that you have a fuel filter hung off of. Okay, that speaks to the fact that this thing is over-engineered. The chassis is going to outlast the coach and possibly the customer for years to come. Okay, as we come around this side of the coach, this is your air intake for your engine. So you're going to get a little better air here than you would down low like some coaches. Much cleaner air coming in this than you would coming off the ground, as you can imagine. Here we have a side mount radiator. Okay, this is a much more expensive way to mount your cooling systems, but if you can imagine in a river behind a rock you have an eddy. Okay, well, the same thing happens in the back of your coach. You're going to have a dead spot here where you're not going to have as much air. Having it on the side allows you to pull more air and keep it cool, and it's much more efficient that way. It costs more, but Country Coach, that's what they're about, giving you the best product even if it costs more. Over here, we have a little bit more storage here. Okay, you might have noticed this on the other side. This does have 2 furnaces, keep it plenty warm. Okay, and another light outside. Then we get to this convenience center, your wet bay. Okay, it's even lighted in case you have to deal with this at night. There's a spot to hold your sewer hose. You have a hot, cold shower in case there's a mess. Obviously, all your valves are easily accessible. Okay, low water drain point there. Okay, it's all right there. It's as good as it gets. Notice our storage on the other side. These same bins can come out this side. Okay, which is obviously a great thing to have. Again, we talked about that earlier. This is an electric hose reel. Okay, so you don't have to hand crank that. More lights. Obviously, we have more light. This is a 2,000 watt magnet inverter. Okay, industry standard. It's about the best you can get. Okay, and there's your batteries. This is your power station. Okay, in this compartment here, we have access to all your electrical stuff. Easy access. Also, you can fill your washer fluid there. Okay, so it's a quick stop area. This is the exhaust for your generator. Real quick, I want to talk about that generator. This is a 8,000 watt Onan quiet diesel. Okay, nice thing about that is you're going to get hours and hours more than you would a gas generator, and it's so quiet. Very little vibration, so you're not going to hear that roar throughout the evening that you hear with maybe some of your other cars. As I walk in through this very wide entryway, the first thing I see is this wonderful double stitch dash. Okay, and this comes around. This is actually mounted into steel. Okay, so it's a cup holder. The passenger can take care of the driver and slide him over a snack or her. Okay, and as we sit down here, obviously the backup camera is standard. Up here we have a flat screen TV, which in 2007, 2006, this was ahead of its time. Most of them had big tube TVs. As we sit down into this cockpit, notice how ergonomic this is. It's not cluttered with a lot of extra stuff, but everything you need is right here. You can operate most everything from right here on your steering wheel, so you never have to take your eyes off the road. Okay, obviously we have the leveling system. Everything is right here. These are very comfortable, a lot of controls. Okay, both these seats swivel. We'll notice over here for the passenger, we have a nice recliner there. We come up here, this is where all your audio visual equipment's going to be at, so you can control your sound and your videos. Okay, over here, this is where we'll operate the awning from inside. Notice the cabinetry, solid wood, very high quality, but not overly fancy. It's not like you're walking into a Las Vegas motel room. This is a residential. Very elegant, very classy, but not overdone. Now, I know not always do we want a lot of carpet in a coach, but this carpet, you might have seen this carpet before. This is the same carpet they put in the White House. That speaks to country coach. Very high quality. This is Fabrica carpet. Okay, we have a computer desk here, okay, where you can do some work. You have a power strip in here. This has, it also has the spot where you can charge your phone, DC and AC as well. And again, if you could touch this, if you could feel this, you'd realize how high quality this is. I mentioned the sofa. It's actually a 60-inch magic bed, which is a very comfortable sleeping spot for a guest. Here we have solid Corian-like countertops, just like over here at your computer station. As we pull out these drawers, obviously these are very solid. But one thing that a lot of folks don't know is if you pull this out and turn it over, there's a number on here. Okay, this number, you can get this exact drawer for this exact coach because there's a blueprint for each coach that Country Coach made. There's a blueprint, there's a service center you can call. They'll have the right stain, they'll have all the right materials, they'll send it to you, and it'll go right in completely trouble-free. There's not many on the market that you can buy that will have a blueprint, and if you do, they're going to be well over $1 million. Here we have access to your stovetop, 3-burner stovetop, so you can, you know, cook a nice meal. Throughout, we have GE profile appliances. That speaks again to the quality of a Country Coach. Okay, this is a microwave convection oven combo. Okay, and over here we have nice deep well sinks. Okay, dual sinks, pull-out sprayer, all very high quality. Lots of storage underneath for all your pots and pans. Okay, this is an expandable table here. You can pull this out. There's 2 other chairs that'll match perfectly so that 2 couples can play cards. You can have some people over for a nice dinner. Okay, over here we have more counter space. This is like your bar area, so you can entertain your guests. Okay, you have your liquor up here. Again, very nice residential backsplash, just like your house. This is your home. It's elegant, it's classy. Over here, we have the 4-door, very large refrigerator here that runs on electric or gas, which is a nice feature to have. As we transition to the back, I just wanted to stop here with you real quick. This is where all your electrical stuff is located at. This is a kind of one station. Down here you have your breakers. Up here you have all your switches, your slide switches. This is for your Magnum inverter, very high quality, works awesome. Thermostat, okay, electrical indicators here. One thing, just real quick, when I look at this tank indicator, almost all of them I've seen out there, they go to quarters. You know, just one of the things that it's indicative of Country Coach quality. This thing goes right down to the 1/8 of a tank. I don't think you see that very often in most other coaches. Okay, we enter the bathroom portion of this coach. First thing that jumps out at me, first of all, nice wide entry. We have a seat here. This is a very large shower. I'm 250 pounds, I'm 5'11". Look at this. All this space, the shower will actually hit me on top of the head. There's more light here. If we're outside in a natural setting, we're inside a building. It's wintertime in Kalispell, Montana, as you understand. This is going to let in a ton of light, so it's going to be very well lit. Okay, just cavernous. What a great shower. Nice glass door, very solid latch here. Any spot for your towel. Again, they continue the same solid surface counters from the kitchen into the bathroom, into the head here. Okay, you'll notice in there, there's a fan in the ceiling. Real medicine cabinet. You could actually put things in there, unlike some of the shallow ones we see. Over here, hand-built cabinetry. I notice a difference here. You'll notice a difference in quality throughout, but that's just one thing that indicates that upper level that you have with a Country Coach. Those aren't plastic, those are brass. This thing is going to outlast a lot of us. Okay, we enter the bedroom portion of this coach. Beautiful bedroom, multi-purpose obviously. Same countertops. We have a Splendid combination washer-dryer. There's also space up here. You could leave it the way it is, but I believe that you could also do the stackable washer-dryer in this area, which some folks prefer. One thing that I didn't mention out there, but it should be apparent throughout, I'm 5'11", okay, and notice how much space I have. These are very high ceilings, even at today's standards, but in 2006, these were much, much higher than your average coach. Notice I'm standing up on the engine block here, and I still have room. My head's still not touching at 5'11", okay? We have these wonderful closets, okay, where you can hang a lot of clothes, a real closet where you can fit things. We have our chairs that I told you about. Also in there is the leaf for the table, okay? Over here, we have a little ledge here. You can put your stuff. There's a plug-in here, 110 plug-in and a shelf on either side. Both of you have reading lights, okay? Nice shade. Again, this solid wood throughout. Very high quality. Just a very high quality coach. Well, folks, I wanted to tell you I appreciate your time, and thanks for spending a little time with me. There's so much more to this coach. I'd love to tell you more. Call down here, Pierce RV in Kalispell, Montana. Ask for Jasper, and I'll answer all your questions. That's 406-752-8050. And I want to remind you about Pierce RV. We've been in business for 90 years. We're a family-owned company, and we'll take great care of you. So give us a call. We'll tell you all about this 2006 Country Coach Inspire. This is the Davinci 360 3-slide model, and we'd love to hear from you.